G'day, I'm Dan from Bikebiz, and what I've got here is the Leatt 2.5 Junior Chest Protector. Now look, Leatt as a brand is something that you'll probably see out there in the action sport world. In the early 2000s, Mr. Leatt saw something that he didn't like seeing at a motocross event, and that inspired him to make the first neck brace. That was when, I guess, they came on the radar for me. They were putting out these really cool neck protectors, which were going to make our sport a lot safer. They now go on to make all types of armour and protective gear for all types of sports, and they do continue to push the envelope on how protective they can get you whilst keeping you moving around. Now what I've got in front of me is a kid's chest protector. Now this does the chest, the ribs, the back. Look, I'm a parent. I've got two beautiful kids. I love the fact that they are into the bikes. They come riding with me on the weekend, but I won't let them on the bike unless they're wearing the right gear. I've seen too much. But kids are a bit of a hard one. They're not going to wear the gear unless they're comfortable. So it's very hard to find an overall body chest protector or chest armor for a 3 or a 5-year-old that they're going to enjoy putting on and like wearing. Leatt have done a really good job of this. They've kept down the restriction. They've focused on keeping the movement, but protecting those important areas that we need to keep safe. Now, as I said, I've got 2 kids. Both of my kids wear this. I've seen them have some pretty spectacular crashes wearing this protector, and it has done a good job of protecting and keeping them safe. So this is me appealing to the parent here. Put your kids on a motorbike. It's the best thing you're ever going to do, but make sure they're wearing the correct safety gear. Both my kids wear one of these. I don't let them anywhere near the bike without wearing it. So if we break down some of the features of the Leatt 2.5 Kids Chest Protector, we're talking about protecting from neck to waist, basically. Now what we've got is on the front, I'm just going to undo it there and fold that out so it's easier for you guys to see. It's a pre-curved chest and rib protector. So that's the main part of what we're trying to protect on the front of the body. You can see it's a soft material around the actual frame here. That helps for it to fit quite well on the child's body, and also doesn't restrict any of that movement. The neck doesn't come up too high, so it sits too high on their throat, which is obviously going to create discomfort, and then they're going to throw it off and go, I don't want to ride anymore. But with that in mind, we've got your height adjustable Velcro tabs here. Now this is so that if you've got a smaller or a bigger kid, you can adjust it to fit their chest area correctly. I've got 2 kids at home. One is a 3-year-old, one is a 5-year-old. They're both wearing the same size in this chest protector, but I've obviously got it adjusted in 2 different positions for the 2 different shapes. We all know kids grow so quick as well, so as they grow, as their bodies expand, this can expand with them, but still keep that area safe that we're trying to protect. Flipping it around to the back, we've got a full length back protector as well. This cutaway that you can actually see, this is also neck brace compatible. So on the front and on the back, it's designed to pair up with Leatt's neck brace. You may be able to use another brand as well, but again, the more safety gear you can put on your kids, the better off they're going to be. So that's why that's got the cutaway in there. You've got your strap, main strap around the side. I'll show you how that connects in a moment, but that's also adjustable. We can tighten that up with a very simple tab that we can just pull across. Again, as your kid grows, as they get wider, as they get taller, you're going to need to adjust this, but it will last a fair amount of time. And while we're talking about that strap there, I'm just going to flip it back around and show you how they connect. My kids can now do this themselves, which is kind of cool. I don't have to help them get dressed. You've got a fairly basic hook there, which is going to go into this cutaway and snap into place. To get it off, you just have to push it out of its little seating there. Now the other cutaways that you can see here are all vents as well. Now that's an important thing, that the kids aren't going to get too hot. You're going to get some airflow through here, so they're not going to feel like they're wrapped up in a plastic bag. That's going to wrap them up really, really nicely. When we flip it over and have a look at the inside of the chest protector, you'll see this soft piece here. Now this is actually designed to marry up with the inner part of the armor. This is actually going to come around the ribs of the kid and just help with a bit of comfort, but again, protecting just on that softer impact. Now the whole thing is also padded with a light foam. The reason why they haven't gone with a heavier foam is, again, we're putting this onto a kid. We don't want them to feel bulky. We don't want them to feel like they're putting on something too heavy. So this is a nice light armor, which has got all the protection built in, and it's got all the comfort there as well. That just shows you the ventilation that you get through the back of the armor, and the ventilation that's coming through the front as well. While I've got this tipped up here, one thing that they've clearly stated on here is this armour is CE certified. Now that means it's past the highest level of safety that they can put on one of these armours, and it's really reassuring that you're going to have this on your kid. Now I'm going to share with you a bit of a scary moment I had as a parent. Look, as I said, both my kids come off-road riding with me on the weekend. My 5-year-old daughter on a Pee-wee 50 had a whiskey throttle moment and jumped her Pee-wee over a berm. Now this cartwheeled her through the air. She landed in a bit of a heap with the bike coming after her. She had this protector on. Now look, those accidents are always going to happen, and I do believe that this did a great job of protecting the chest, the ribs and the back. She tumbled around and as I said, the bike actually ended up on top of her, but she was fine at the end of the day. We all want that for our kids. We want them to test the waters and to try things, but they need to be safe if the inevitable happens. So personal experience, I can tell you these do work. They really are worth considering. The pre-curved shape to these does fit with the body really nicely, and they don't bounce around whilst they're on the child as well. We've got your adjustable shoulder straps, which is very important in a kid's piece of riding equipment, that you can adjust it in height, in width as your kid grows or gets older. We've got your full length back piece. Both front and back are compatible to take a neck brace. You've got your softer rib protectors. You've got your easy to use closure system that, as I said, I've seen my kids do it themselves. It's just as simple as lining it up and locking it back. Really lightweight piece of gear for the kids. Really worth checking out. As I said, I've seen this in action. It really does work. CE certified, so again, we're guaranteed that we've got the best protection for our young ones, and it's a product I'm really happy with. These are available in the one size, black only. We're not giving the kids a choice. This is the armour, you've got to wear it or you don't ride. I think that's nice and cool. Too many colours can get a little bit confusing sometimes when it comes to kids, which means your boys, your girls, doesn't really matter. The one armour is going to work for both of them. Now you can check these out at our Bikebiz stores, or you can find them online at bikebiz.com.au. Make sure you head over to our YouTube channel, subscribe, check out all the other videos we've done. I'm Dan from Bikebiz, and thanks for watching.